All right, we're back. Personal Healthcare Reform Talk Show on Pegasus Net Waves, and today is a very, very special show, special edition show. So, Health and News. Well, come back next time for Health and News because we're not doing it today. The only news here is talking about ID Life and what's going on with my health partner there. Because, well, if you listen to the show at all, you know I've been working with them for almost 2 years now. Mostly because they've been around for almost 2 years now. Actually, it'll be 2 years officially in May. But when we did the launch, and 2 years unofficially in January when we did the pre-launch, we actually turned on the lights and we had a website that was live. And now we got a brand new website that's officially going live April 1st. The reason behind all this craziness, and so if you get tired of me talking about it, you get to blame him. I'll give you his phone number. You can call him up. Scott Schilling, who is just an awesome, phenomenal, internationally renowned and loved guy, for all over the place, both in speaking and health and wellness and everything else, because you've been on every side of it, even with your own health issues, which we talked about last time you were on the show. And so, thanks for coming on the show.
Always a pleasure.
Yep.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, I'm glad you're in town, because you've been traveling all over the place talking to everybody about everything. So, in fact, what all have you had going on? Because I know you've been crisscrossing the country.
Well, so many different things have happened. Again, obviously, we do so much with ID Life, but what really has happened, for those of you who need to listen back to the last time when I told the story about my car-induced stroke, when my car attacked me with the back lid and banged me in the head and caused a dissection in a vessel. Anyway, the point is, what that really did is created a whole new platform. It's really making lemonade out of lemons. Mm-hmm. And I've literally crisscrossed the country and continue to, telling the story of how an accident can happen and what it does, what the ramifications are, and quite frankly, what my personal blessings were, because I had my body at least fairly well fortified to take a hit. So been traveling around talking to a lot of people, got a new book coming from it. It's amazing the twists and turns that happen in life that actually become great positives in your life.
Yep, very good. Yeah, it's if you haven't listened, go back to the archives. Go to clintfuqua.com, go to the archives. It's in the archives. You'll listen to it. It's a phenomenal show, specifically talking about the stroke issue and him being the healthiest
sick guy they'd ever seen.
Yeah. You get a stroke. You're not supposed to be talking and walking and doing everything that you're doing. What are you on? Are you a genetic freak? What is your deal? But yeah, listen to that show. It's absolutely phenomenal. Just listening to that story, because it's a reality. It happens quite a bit. It happens more than you think it does. If you don't know, just look at the risks from American Heart Association and American Stroke Association, with which we are partnered on several things here in North Texas.
That's one of those pieces of lemonade that came out of it. Because of my event, I met the folks with the American Heart and Stroke Association. We were able to put them together with ID Life, and now we do quite a number of things. We actually had the first heart ball last fall, raised over $250,000 first time out, to, again, educate and help more people with health. So pretty exciting.
Yeah. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but I am kind of. There's another organization here in North Texas that's very big into health that we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with too very soon as well. And you've heard about them on this show a lot in the past year. So if you listen to the show, you know exactly who it is, who I'm talking about, because I've had them on here multiple times. If you haven't, guess what? Go back and listen to the old shows. You'll figure it out quickly. Guess they are one of my health partners. So lots of big stuff coming from that. Otherwise, let's talk about some past history with ID Life and kind of where it came from. Because you introduced me to it. Technically before it was ever ID Life, is a whole different name, different company, somewhat different concept, but still the ID nutrition was the main thing. And then Logan happened, and here we are basically.
Right. It really started way back when with a vision from Paul Sullivan, an amazing guy, a clinical nutritionist, a pharmacist, compounding pharmacists who created individualized, customized nutrition. It makes so much sense that each one of us are individuals, and so when we put the appropriate nutrients into our body that are designed that are needed by our body, our bodies respond better. Well, he saw that in the recovery of his own daughter as she had a very significant cancer event at the age of 7. She's now 42 or 3 and doing great. Amazing. Anyway, Paul developed ID Nutrition, which became foundational. Logan Stout saw it through some other friends of mine and saw the vision of personalized medicine coming, personalized this, personalized that. Well, personalized nutrition was the logical path. It was available in ID. ID Life now is the only one with customized, personalized nutrition.
Yeah, seriously, we are it. I have scoured the internet. There's a few out there that kind of dabble in it, but nothing like what we got. Seriously, nothing like what we got. And just to point out the individualization here. Okay, I was watching TV last night, watching some Gotham, awesome show. I'm a comic book nerd, okay, sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry, comic books are awesome. Anyway, so I'm watching that, and Dr. Scholl's commercial comes on. And what are they doing? They're doing customized orthotics for you there at the store. And not just customized, individualized. Okay, you step on there, it looks at your feet, it looks at how you stand, and this is your code, this is the orthotic that's going to work for you. And they've got probably 15 different versions of that, and we've got over 3 million versions of ID Nutrition right now. Think about that. 3 million people could come on, take the free health assessment, which is phenomenal at this point, and no two people would have the same thing. There's nobody else out there that does it or can do it, and it's absolutely phenomenal. I challenge anybody to look for anything anywhere that's even close to that.
Yeah, the combinations and permutations of 137 pharmaceutical-grade nutrients, plant-based, best of the best, non-GMO, no artificial anything. Even the fillers used to fill capsules are bioactive, which means they're good for you. The product's just awesome, yeah. and the proof is in the pudding. We encourage you.
Yeah, actually, I want to talk about the filler compound that we use right now. Most weeks it's spring, it's allergy season. I'll tell you right now, we could take the filler compound, sell it by itself as an allergy reliever, and make a mint. Okay, so we're using EGCG, we're using curcumin, which is the active compound in turmeric. We're using glycosides, which are technically kind of a sulfur-based broccoli compound of sorts. Great for killing off cancer, stuff like that in the system, and because of how they act in the body. And I'm forgetting one. There's EGCG, there's turmeric, there's quercetin. Sorry, quercetin. I can't forget. I'm talking about allergies. I forget quercetin. Quercetin is one of the best components out there for reducing allergic response in the body. Period. Okay. So that's the filler compound that we use. That stuff, just by itself, if you go out and you get that on the market, you have, first off, you get them individually. And if you're going to get turmeric by yourself, you're paying $50-$60 a month for a good curcumin product out there. That's our filler. Just think about that. That's how phenomenal the products are. That's our filler compound, and everything else on top of it, compounds the effect. So that's why everything is so powerful, and not to mention it's all pharmaceutical grade, which you can't get from a store, period.
Right, and again, the appropriate amounts, custom to you. In fact, one of my team members, one of our co-team members, has a fairly significant medical condition, has gone to the doctor. The doctor basically, in treating this from a nutritional-based approach, basically recommended what's in her ID Nutrition. Mm-hmm. Now, he went to a little heavier dose because it was a therapeutic dose as opposed to a maintenance dose, but it's amazing how accurate the assessment is and how customized and perfect it is for the individual.
Yeah. My girlfriend Donna, yeah, I'm talking about you right now. So mostly because she has, people look at food allergies and food sensitivities a lot, or they should be. She has 146 food allergies. Okay, I do the cooking. All right. If you haven't seen my Facebook post, seriously, go on Facebook, check out my cooking post. They're delicious. I'm French, man. I cook. Anyway, so this is the first time she's really been able to take a product in 20 some odd years, because she reacts negatively to everything else she's ever taken, period. We did actually have to do a call-in option and change hers up a little bit, which is cool. We can do that with this company. Think about that. Imagine trying to call in. I'm gonna harsh on somebody right quick. So imagine you're taking Centrum and you call them and you say, "Hey, I want to change this in my little pill product." They're gonna hang up on you. You can actually call in if there's major medical things going on, especially with allergies. But she's taking her stuff, and she is doing fantastically well with everything. No reactions to it. She feels good. Energy's up, and she's absolutely just been amazed to the point that she's more vocal about it than I am about the company.
We've got many people that have been fortunate enough to get off of allergy medicine, get off asthma medication, a variety of different things. Now, again, we not making any medical claims, but the reality is, if symptoms go away, there's a reason. Your body is designed to be healthy. It's designed to be perfect. You put the right stuff in, the right things happen. The reason the body reacts in springtime to pollen is because all of a sudden something new is ingested. Well, if your body's able to ward that off, while it bothers some people, they're nutritionally deficient. You're not.
Yeah, exactly. So just to point out the past one where this came from, it's Paul Sullivan. He's been working on this. He was working on it for close to 18 years. I think it was 15 years before this whole thing happened with Ideal Life. So this isn't a brand new thing that's just been kind of thrown out there. This is something that's been worked on for a long, long time, and been perfected over the years. And we're still perfecting it. I mean, we get to change. It gets to grow and change. It's a very alive, living thing. And of course, my past background, I used to do product formulation. I've formulated quite a few products, and I've had several on the shelf. And this is always my issue with the industry, is how do you make something for everybody? And it's impossible to make something for everybody. You can kind of make a base of something that most people can use, but this is, from my background, one of the most amazing things out there, period, for being able to take care of people's health efficiently and effectively. So with that, come back, we're going to talk about the present day of ID Life and ID Nutrition and what all's going on, and then talk about some future stuff that may possibly happen within the company. You really want to hear about this.
Hey everybody, this is Blake Miller. I own a company called Ozone Purity, where we flood the body with oxygen. If anybody are worried about just getting toxic and full of the pollution out there in the world, come see us. We specialize in something called ozone therapy, flooding the body with electrical oxygen. We have little steam saunas, and we pump ozone through the system and just release all the waste. We're at Addison Beltline. Website is www.ozonepurity.com, or go to our app. You can see all of our products, all of our services on your app store under Ozone Purity.
Hi, I'm Blake Hammerton, and I am from The Sharp Gentleman. If you're in the DFW area and you could look better than you do, or your husband could look better than he does, I am here to help. With custom-tailored menswear to fit all walks of life, bodies, shapes, and sizes, I am here to make sure you look your sharpest. You can reach me at 972-383-9607 and www.thesharpgentleman.com.
All right, we're back. Personal Health Care Reform Talk Show on Pegasus Net Waves, taking your health to a higher level and talking about, specifically today, my health partner, ID Life and ID Nutrition and ID Wellness and everything else that we got going on. So Mr. Scott Schilling is back here with me because he's actually in town for once.
That's right.
Speaking of Pegasus flying around, this man, how many air miles do you have? Do they make that many air miles?
Well, over 3 million on American.
Yeah. How many air miles do you have? All of them.
That's right. Too many.
Too many. So yeah, if you ever need to know about travel, he's the man to ask. So we kind of covered the history of ID Life a little bit. If you want to hear more about it, he's been on here several other times talking about talking about the company basically since it started. So I think this is our fourth time on here.
I believe so.
Yeah. So if you haven't heard about it, you haven't been listening, or if you haven't taken your assessment, oh, good God, man, come on! It's time. It's really time now. So speaking of, let's talk about currently what we've got with the new assessment and how it's set up. The brand new health number, which is absolutely phenomenal. Anybody that's been in DFW area and you've seen Texas Health Resources with their ad campaign for getting your health number, it was cool. It was neat. It was a very simplistic test to give you some basics on your health number. We've taken our entire assessment, and you get a health score based on every aspect of this thing and full health number, and you can share it. You can show it off to your friends, and you can brag about how good your health score is, etc. Although the goal is to take your health score and get it better and better and better. But let's talk a little bit about the assessment, because that's probably the most incredible thing we have outside of the ID Wellness, which we'll talk about, because that thing is incredibly powerful, and it's going to get even better, much better, actually April 1st.
That's right.
From what I hear.
It will be released.
2.0 is coming.
And it will be no fool. Yeah, no, it'll be awesome. The one thing that we recognize is with millennials, and quite frankly with anybody, you got to have some fun, and people like to compete and a variety of different things. So the health score is really number one to give you a quantitative, quick snapshot. We live in a very now, me,
Mm-hmm.
immediate gratification world. So the health score gives you a snapshot, something that's very comparable. It gives you something that we have so many people in the company and so many of our customers who have a desire to get better. That's
Mm-hmm.
why everybody's banded together, really is. And so it also gives us a tool to encourage each other. A little bit of friendly competition. What's your score? What's my score? How do we raise our scores together?
What are you doing to improve your score?
What are you doing to improve your score? All those little things. In order to improve anything, you first have to recognize there's improvement possibility.
Mm-hmm.
And, in business, you always talk about you have to be able to measure it. Well,
Yep.
This is kind of one of those measurables, that now you can see in such a way. And again, what's tending to, for the folks who have had some access to this, is you're seeing the fun that's involved, the challenge that's involved, the communication that's started. And health is really one of those things that unfortunately far too many people don't wake up going, what am I going to do to be healthy today?
Yeah. Usually it's, I'm sick, what am I going to do to hopefully get myself out of bed today?
Right. And so it really becomes something now that communication, conversations can be started,
Mm-hmm.
communication starts, and all of a sudden now there comes a point when you feel better that you feel better, and all of a sudden you want to do more and more and more, and it becomes the proper cyclone. It's going in the right direction for better health. So that's all exciting.
Yeah, and there's also the thing, people want to be catered to now. It is a me society, and the more you can cater to people, the better. And the most awesome thing about that assessment is the results that you get out of it. Which now it's a full PDF format, so you can download it, you save it. It's all HIPAA compliant, so nobody sees your stuff unless you hand it off to them. Okay. But this, you basically have an electronic health record. As I've been telling people, you now have an electronic health record you can take with you and hand it off to your doctor. Your doctor has all your stuff now, which is phenomenal. But within that, you're getting a score in every section. Here's your health score in every section of this, and here's how to improve it step by step. This way, we're not trying to sell you some products. We're selling you a better health, a better way of life. Here's all these steps that you can take to help improve your health in every segment here to bring your score up and help you have a better life. Maybe possibly get you off some of these medications that you're on because of your current lifestyle.
Yeah, it presents a path to you
Yeah.
that you're not in this alone, and so in essence we come side by side with you to give you the path to a better quality of life. It just is amazing to me we don't watch much TV, thankfully, but when you do watch it, you see so much about pharmaceuticals and things like that, and synthetic chemicals are not what was made to be put in the body.
At least not long term anyway.
Yeah, at least not long term. So again, not to jump too hard on that at the moment, but it's really about, that's why we use holistic and we use plant-based and non-GMO and everything we do.
Yeah, and we also make sure that it's designed specifically to work with and function with what you're taking. So the medications you're taking, all that's addressed. So any nutrients, there's been, the big thing right now is on the news has been drug-nutrient interaction. There's been tons of stories about that. Look it up, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. They've all been doing tons of news stories about drug-nutrient interactions a lot, much more than they have anything else in this realm. And so this is the most awesome thing, one of the most awesome things about this company. Whatever medications you're on, we formulate around that. So this way we take care of any nutrients that are being taken out of your body because of the medications. We make sure there are no negative drug-nutrient interactions, so you don't have those issues. Your doctor doesn't worry about them. You don't have to worry about those. You just go about doing your life. You go about living your life. You live a better life, and these issues aren't really. They're not an issue. They're an absolute non-issue with us, as opposed to many other companies that just have a hardbound formulation that may not play well with your medication at all. And so I wanted to point that out just from the individual standpoint, because that's a huge issue, since about 70% of the population is taking a medication, and technically about 95% of the population is taking some sort of medication, whether it's over the counter or it's being prescribed to you. It's allergy season. Okay, you taking Claritin D, you're on a medication right there. Okay, and very heavy medication at that, because of how it works in the body. But so this way, those issues are taken care of, and it's not a worry, it's not a concern anymore, and it is becoming a much bigger concern, especially in the medical community. So that's huge. And you talked about being with you every step of the way, and the ID Wellness was put in specifically for that, and it's also it's the main piece of our corporate wellness program too. That's right, we do corporate wellness for companies like Toyota. It's
little guys.
Yeah, little guys, little tiny companies. Actually, I think we're up over 100 companies now. We're doing corporate wellness.
We're actually working on within our team. We're actually working on a community. We're actually working on a planned community, is because they want the members of their community to be healthy. We're actually looking at corporate wellness for an entire community.
Yeah, which is awesome. It's very much needed. But the ID Wellness, talking about helping people step by step. It's 2.0 is coming. I don't know what's in 2.0, but we'll
know Friday.
We'll know Friday. And topping what we got now is gonna be tough, because you get a full 3D version of yourself, where you are now, where you want to be, what your goal is. It gives you a full timeline of that. Dietary stuff, okay, we give you a customized diet on whatever your issues are. You log in all your food allergies, whatever you like, whatever you don't like, what type of meals you want to be on, whether it's ketogenic or if it's Zone or it's Atkins or it's Prickin, whatever. Throw it in there. It gives you your grocery list for the week, okay? It does all the meal planning, sets everything up for you on the dietary side. And then the exercise side, this is really pretty unique. We've got a catalog of, is it 3,500 exercises?
Yeah.
Close to that?
It's just about 4,000, okay. I think.
All in video. So you plug in what you want to do for your exercise. Once a week, twice a week, 5 times a week. What type of exercise plan you want to be on, and it custom creates your exercise for you. So it takes you through this entire process, and it guides you through step by step and keeps you accountable throughout the entire thing, and gives you education too. We've got how many thousands, tens of thousands of our education articles do we have?
If you really want to take your health back, ID Life has got the platform that allows you to do that. Whether that be as an associate or as simply a consumer, the fact of the matter is the desire is to get people healthy. What we know and believe and trust is that when people become healthy, they give credit to the source, and then they tend to become associates, which then want to share the message.
Yeah. And one thing I didn't realize about this, about the ID Wellness system, you can log, if you go out and you get your blood tested and you've got all that stuff done, you can log that in and track it. I didn't realize this, but we have that functionality now. We actually have a deal with Quest Labs, $28 for your baseline blood work. Okay, so cholesterol, triglycerides, all that stuff, all the needed factors that you need to know about. $28 through Quest Labs, we get that taken care of for you, and I think that normally costs like $120 usually for just baseline blood testing. So you get that, you can log that in, you can track that along with everything. I mean, it's those factors that are thrown in there as well, which are just huge. But yeah, that's where we are now currently. And of course, we got tons of fantastic products. We got stuff for the kids. The kids' products are absolutely incredible.
Kids' nutrients are amazing.
We got that. We got skincare. The skincare is fantastic as well. And then, of course, Jen Wiederstrom. If you've ever watched The Biggest Loser, she's been on there the last 2 years. She's won both years. She had the two twins that just sweeped it this last year. Those two guys are awesome. Yep. But she developed the ID transformation program for us, the protocols, the 3 different versions of that. It's phenomenal. So let's talk about some future right quick, since we've got like 2 minutes. So let's look in the crystal ball and see what's going to...
Well, we're going to learn an awful lot about that this weekend. We've got ID Revolution, which is our annual convention, coming to town. We'll have thousands of people at the Gaylord Texan over the weekend. It is
sold out, by the way. The Gaylord is sold out completely.
That's pretty crazy.
They got no rooms.
About it. If you think about it, thousands of people will be announcing new products. We'll be announcing new programs. Again, the quest continues to make the country healthier. Yep. And as the country gets healthier, my guess is there's going to be other countries that become healthier as well. And I think you're going to see a lot of really exciting things over the weekend. And again, what that just means is I'll have to come on again and share even more. Yeah.
But by the way, there's 148 countries we're looking at right now. Yeah, because of the new payment system. just so you know, there's a worldwide thought process here. So yeah, that's the big thing there. Don't worry, I'm going to come back on. I'll probably do a whole nother show about this just after ID Revolution, talking about all the brand new cool stuff, and you'll get to check it out. And the big thing is, though, go take that health assessment. Seriously, it's free, man. Free. Free. Okay, ClintFuquay.com. Go in there, click health assessment. It's the best thing you'll ever do for your life, other than taking the actions on the health assessment and getting yourself healthy. And you've got something coming up with Brian Tracy. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, we got something coming up May 11th to the 13th with Brian Tracy, Darren Hardy, Vic Johnson, Delatorre, Larry Thompson, Ron White, the the United States memory expert, who does the Afghanistan wall. Just amazing guy. 2,300 names in the order of their deaths. Just gives me chills. Anyway, go to briantracydallas.com and you can get this information. It's going to be it's a 20-year anniversary of his Success Mastery event, and going to be a lot of great people there. Probably 1,000 people there as well. Yeah, and you'll hear more about that on the show. And lastly, before we get out here, don't be an April's fool. Okay, don't be an April's fool. Take your health assessment and come see me on stage this weekend. Okay, I won't be at ID Revolution, sadly, because I'll be on stage at StopSellingStartListening.com. Go check it out. I'll be on stage Saturday at 3 o'clock. It's a 3-day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got to be there. Awesome event. Check that out as well. And then thanks for coming on. Much appreciated. And
for everybody else out there, I'm hyped up. I'm pumped up. This is awesome stuff, man. And we'll see you in the next show.